Hello, Arty friends, I tell you, you know, each day it's an interesting experience that we're having here with the technologies. It's Tuesday. P's gonna get circly with it.
Yeah.
She's gonna spin right round. Yeah, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
we are PM Artist Studio.
Look at that cute
There's our
baby.
Little darling.
Oh, I did, yes. Look at this. Oh,
Let me
nice
see
little
your hair.
stars.
Let me see the back of your hair, honey.
That's my baby.
Oh
I know.
my gosh. Look at that. It's not a rat's nest. Where's she going?
I don't know. Nowhere. She's just practicing.
Are you practicing? Oh, honey, what is this little mark on you?
No, it's her little stars.
Oh, it is.
See, I recognize these things. That's how I used to go to the club. Hello, everybody.
You look adorable.
Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you were here. We'd like to know that you were here because we're an arty friendly bunch of folks.
I'm glad you don't have an owie.
It's her little sparkle,
God,
freckle stars.
Table looks like.
It's been an interesting day. Let me just tell y'all. There's just things happening in the world, happening here at PM Artist Studio. Plus, then I'm getting vacation angsty, or not angsty. Anxiety. You know, because I think about all the things that I'm supposed to be packing or doing, or I don't know. I'm weird.
Yeah, I'm having anxiety because
we're gonna be gone.
They're gonna be gone.
We do things for her that I think she's realizing.
God, really? I don't know who's going to feed me.
Who's going to just make sure that I point out all the different leftovers in the refrigerator for her. You know, the things that happen here at the
house.
At the house.
I don't know what in the world
Studio.
that is, but it is not one.
I don't know, but the little sprouts poking in it. There we go. I'll just move it. There we go. I didn't know if it was freaking out the camera or not. All right, my arty friends, let's say hello to everybody. Please do like it. That's the like button down below. Also, I keep meaning to remember this. If you like this video, I don't know if it does it during a live stream, but if you are watching in replay, I'm quite sure that it would give you the ability, because somebody has said it before a couple times, that they'll hype it. I don't know what that does for the thing, but I've been using my hype stuff for, I can't hype my own channel. I tried. I'm just going to be honest. But it doesn't allow you to hype yourself. I guess it's like, hey.
Take somebody else.
Other people have to hype you. Can't be hyping yourself.
Well, y'all get out there and do some hyping. I don't know what the hell that means, but do it.
The YouTubes obviously offer it and think that it's important. So, if you see it, do it. We appreciate it. I'll let you know if I know what the heck it does. Stay tuned. All right, let's say hello.
Oh, I've got some things to show you today. Oh my gosh, do I have things to show you today.
She's been busy. She's been busy. All right, participants. Well, good golly, we got quite the crew here. This is exciting. Okay, I'm going to try my best here. All right, and I'm going to focus. You all ready? Y'all ready? Okay.
Hey, Isabella.
Lucy, Adrian, Art Here's by MNW, that's Miriam, A Seminole Mind, that's Sue, Barb's here, Becky, Belinda, Carol, Kat's here, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo, Darcy, Dana, hi, Debbie is here, Dorothy, Edie, Edie, Elizabeth Folcomer, Gray Like Gray, Griffin Shell's here, that's Rhonda, Handy Scandy, that's Nancy, Joanne Price is here, Kicks Hunt, that's Keisha, K-Pop Mama, that's Aubrey, Lygia's here, Maria, Meg, Nightbot's here. Peace Talks with Lynn. Panka is here. Ricky Normeyer, Cheryl, that's Seabasket. Sharon Brown, Simply Lizette, Star Travel, that's Linda. Susie's here. The Emma Freeman, that's Amanda. Trish Cogan, hey Trish.
Oh my goodness.
We were just thinking about you the other day. Well, we talk about you all often. I was talking about Evie because, we had some JJ looking things, and so I always think about Evie for that. Zal like Hal, she is our pal. All right, if I missed you, give me some extra pinky hello hands and just let me know. Oh, good God. Look at this.
Okay.
I need to go topside.
All right. I've got to tell you. Remember when you were pulling this and it kept, jumping up at the back and you had to hold it down? Now you don't. Watch this. It's problem solving, Isabella.
Here, I'm going top side. Did y'all see it? Y'all remember when Izzy brought this home? Hey, careful with the Woody. Oh, she put a star on. She gave it a star. A purple one.
Thank you.
Hello, Rosemary. Hey, Alicia.
It wins an award.
It won an award. Bless your heart. Okay, so the reason I have this out here, and I'm going to dump it out because you've got to see the wonderfulnesses of the inside of this thing. So this took 2.
Now, if you were here yesterday, you saw this prior to its beautification.
Yes, you did.
Because I made circles and I did water soluble mediums. I think that's a fairer thing to say.
I think that, yeah.
That's a fairer thing to say. I don't want
water was included.
Water was
and
involved.
Brushes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to look at the inside of this, and Mo, this is mainly where I want you to focus right now.
Oh, look at that.
Look at this.
She used her toilet paper towel rolls, y'all. That's why they're important. Keep.
Yes, they are, but do you see the inside of that?
Mm-hmm.
And so then I just knew that there was going to, but I forgot there are more holes here than on the other one. This is a bigger orifice to begin with.
Yeah.
So I ran out. So I had to go through and find something. And this is, and I know it's a bit on the pinky side, but I did try to
tone that back a bit.
Tone it back a bit and try to bring up some of that other.
Not today, Magenta.
and bring some of that lovely shiny green stuff into the mix, right? So anyway, that's what I made.
Oh, Alicia says, how do you do that insert? All right. Now, I think there have been videos. I don't know if we have dedicated full streams to your ingenuity with toilet paper rolls. I mean, and if we had a whole crew here, like I put them on, grabbing all those clips and putting it together, and that'd be such a wonderful little montage of all the times that you have expressed and shown the wonderfulnesses of both toilet paper and paper towel rolls. This is why us crazy people, artists, keep these things. I have even been converted. There's a spot in our garage for these sorts of things. That's how converted we are. There's a whole hidey hole underneath that table, and I tell her when it's done, it's done.
Hey, it takes no more. I used some more, and I'm fixing. I'm not through showing you what I've been up to with
you can. So she takes those, and then you need masking tape, and you need good masking tape.
Yes, you do, and this is why this right here is really, really, really important. And I can show you. I can show you why you need. Look, this one here. See this? This is.
Did you move your mic a little or something?
I may have because it's in the way.
Okay.
Sometimes. Okay, so here we are. I have put different sets of pencils inside of the little thing. This is what.
Is that better?
These started out as. Hydrogen peroxide container. And these things. And then what you do is you come in and you, let me dump these out because I got these up back in their container there. And I meant to have more stuff in here, but I had to go ahead. Let me show you this.
She's been busy.
These pencils would no longer fit. So I had a little can. I had this leftover.
Tomato paste cans are the best.
Yes, they are.
They're that size. I think some mushrooms and other things, but usually it's tomato paste.
Yeah, these fit in there before I put in the toilet paper baffling. And that's what I call them. Because it just keeps everything in there from going like this. Because if I just take all these out, I'll just show you.
These came from Joanne and
and they're all screwed up because I just shoved them in there because I couldn't deal with the tins. The tins don't have any space.
Yeah.
Okay, see how these just fall out and stick out and they're poking things and you know.
All right, scoot that more up towards the tape.
Yeah,
there you go. Perfect. Wonderful. Yeah.
Okay. See how they all spread out?
It's not
But when you put in the toilet paper rolls, all of a sudden you're able to compartmentalize them.
This is important in life, too.
Important in life.
This is how
Got another one going over here.
art informs life.
Art informs life. But isn't that wonderful?
You need a little baffling to compartmentalize.
Yeah. And, I just do this because
I so with you.
it makes sense to do it.
Yeah.
It's like me taping the rock down to the back side of my tape so I don't have to hold it all the time.
Evie's here too.
Oh, we're so happy to see you guys.
See
We
if you-
think about you often.
We do.
We're
We
really
do
honest.
talk about y'all often.
We do. Are your ears burning? Is your nose growing or something like that? But we do talk about you. So this
Hello,
was my
Lisa.
solution. It may not be elegant,
Mhm.
but it's extremely functional. Oh, and the other thing was that I was missing one of the little black paddy things on the back.
What
So I
happened?
transferred it to the front.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that might have disappeared when the sword was being wrapped.
Oh, yes, that would explain some things. Mhm.
Yes. Okay. Oh, now I have to show you I have one more and then we'll move on.
From container systems and things.
I just think it's really important to use
Hey,
what
Becky.
you have rather than going to the store and buying something else. Now, if I were designing this particular tape roll all over again and to make it more useful,
Mm-hmm.
I would add a lot of weight to the back side.
All right.
They have equally distributed it here, and that is a fallacy.
You need it more in the back.
You need it because you see this? You need something to opposite. I'm sure the physicist people could
Also,
explain
in
this.
their defense, here's what I'm probably guessing. Yes, that was probably one of the designs or something available or something that somebody mentioned in a meeting. And they said, how much is that going to cost? Are these people going to pay for that? And the answer was, probably not.
Well,
And then they're like, you know what? The really smart ones are going to have
figure
rocks and
We're gonna
things.
have a rock and some tape. I
Well,
had to get out my fat tape.
They knew you had tape because it's a tape dispenser. Half of your situation was,
This is very true. And see, I was looking at that hole and I was thinking, what can I
Yeah.
put back there? Nothing I had weighed enough. And then when I was searching around over here, I found this thing.
Does it go all the way through?
Izzy brought, no.
No.
Izzy brought home from school on her walking days.
Because I would think the other thing, like if you were in a shop and it was like in the back of a desk or whatever, you could put a C-clamp on the back. Clamp that sucker to the desk.
That would definitely be another solution. I
Yeah.
want to know what they're saying over there, and I can't read that because I'm not close.
Let's see here. Oh, Trish Coogan. Okay, so my sister is visiting to take care of me after heart procedure. Okay, wonderful. We have hooked her on gel printing. Oh, wonderful. And hello, Donna. That's Sister Donna.
Well,
Trish and Evie.
I thought if that rock worked for that one, this rock isn't as big, but it's
I know,
very
but that's-
much. So remember, I kept saying that stupid tape dispenser. It just keeps falling over. It don't fall over no more.
Rocks are the solution.
Rocks are the solution.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
I'm a little sad though that because that's one of your pretty rocks that just
Well, it is, but I can still look at it
yeah.
at the top, and it's
Okay.
not being injured. No rocks were injured
no.
in the making of this. Okay, so y'all remember how I did these? These were the experiment.
What are these? Are you talking
This is where
Print.
I stamped on both sides and it went through.
about? Mm-hmm.
So I had this little, and I actually had these in here, and I had that blue
That
thing
was
around
good.
them, but that was a pain in the ass anyway. So it was just, and I wanted to separate my pencils from my pens, so that little toilet paper roll worked perfectly.
Love it. And you put the same little thing on it,
I
so you know
had
that one
little
goes
bit
with
left
it.
over, and I had a little bit left over on the back, which I went ahead and painted down below it because I didn't know what was going to show. Did that while I was watching the weather.
Hello, Alyssa.
So that's where we are with our containers, and I would advise you don't fill them up so much that you can't reach your finger in and grab
Yeah, you
them.
need a little grabby hole.
You need a grabby hole, and I have a handle on my hoodie do back here, but because I have so many paintbrushes in there, it's really a moot point because it
She did use the, and I don't know if that really
can't
counted as a
get
rock.
to-
That was
I
more
can't
a
get to my
found chunk of
I
concrete.
can't necessarily get to my handle there. I did get to it because I've got brushes in the way.
That's a caddy. Now, if you're going to any of the fast food places and who's it, what's it, especially here in the States, I don't know what
But
I don't know
see,
what they're
there's the little
doing
handle.
over there across the pond and yonder, but here in the United States of America, we love our drink caddies, and we keep them.
And we keep them.
The two is the most ideal. The 4 we haven't really messed with, and we didn't like it as much because it's a little more floppy.
It wasn't as sturdy.
Yeah.
Although I did go ahead with this one and reinforce it with a layer of paper mache underneath the
Hello, Kathy.
decorative stuff, which I don't.
Swift, Swift.
That's why I like the hydrogen peroxide because they're sturdy enough. I don't have to add that
Yeah.
extra layer. I can just tape them down and I don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that.
So if it's a box kind of situation or cardboard or whatever, you're probably gonna have to reinforce it. Is what we're saying.
Yes.
If you're using
it's
plastic bottles
wobbly.
like the hydrogen peroxide ones,
Oh, crap.
which those really are great ones because they're rounded corners too, and it's just they're nice. I thought she was just
all of my
she
water.
drove me crazy with keeping those things for the longest time, but
water's
they're
dirty.
actually quite
I'll
nice.
just have to do with one water. Unless I can talk Mariah into fetching me
I'll
some
go
new
fetch you
water.
some water here in a minute if you
Okay,
really
well,
need it.
it's okay. We're
Okay.
just we're moving along.
Do
All
you-
right, I'm reading my book,
Which
Religion Explained, and I'm telling you what. The reason it's taken so long, I've done more writing in my book
you got a lot of thoughts about it. That's
because
good.
it just makes me think of things,
That's
and I guess that's
fabulous.
good. That's if
I
what
mean,
you're reading makes you
I mean,
think about things in general, I think it's doing a good job. Okay, I want to talk about my things that I showed you the other day that I'd worked on. Because I think one of the things you need to keep in mind, and this, what Mariah did the other day reminded me of this. Because
well, and I was going to show you, and I just had them here, but then I'm oh no,
what you do with your...
they were under my phone.
Okay. All right, so here we go. Look at these little lovelies. Now, this is what I would recommend. Mariah, do you care if I draw on these?
Nope.
See, she do not. And I do have one, but it was kind of glitching on me earlier.
And I already did a little bit on one or two of those. I did it with just the color acrylic markers. Now P just has the white ones here.
I like the white ones because they're drawy.
They're more pens.
Yeah.
Hello, Karen.
Yeah, and this is my favorite right here. So what you do after it's dry, and I am stressing the word dry here, folks. You can come back in and you can find your shapes that you sort of lost. Right? Everybody got that?
Hey, but overall, I'm pretty impressed with how much it held up. Because I
Yeah,
have those
no
things pretty
kidding.
wet.
And, you know, if you don't like that, Mariah has all kinds of colored ones over there. I do have some colored ones here. I mean, you know, if you wanted to introduce a new... another.
These are gel pen kind of things.
These are Sharpie S gels.
S gels. They are really nice.
I like them a lot. And you
Hello,
know,
Ava Lee.
at this point, you can add other little details that you want to add that aren't there.
And if you want, hold that up into the technology so people could see it. Like, see the detail that you did there. See, that's one that,
And now here's one that Mariah did with
Yes.
her markers. But even still, if you wanted to come in and you wanted to say, emphasize the insides of those little things, you know, all those pins that you've got that are sitting over there that you don't use very often, this is the time to bust those babies out. But I think these are so pretty. And look at how the stars haloed out.
and that is so hard. Like, it's hard to get it to, like, do on purpose.
And then she's got some more interesting stuff that she's done on the back. And I feel like she's probably going to do something else to those. I don't know.
I think so. They needed to dry because if you just keep messing with them while they're wet,
Exactly.
it's just going to turn to mush.
Yes. Okay, so this is one that I was just experimenting with my brush and seeing what I could get to happen.
Hello,
But
Anthony.
what you can do once this gets finished drying, you can come back in with your little white markers. You can come back in with colored ones. You can come back in. You can see I've actually...
What did you do that with?
What?
Is that just watercolor? But like,
This is the watercolor.
I mean,
That
what
was-
color is it?
It's one of the
Kiritaki.
Yeah.
Look at me knowing things.
It's one of the Kuritakis. Then you can just come back in and you can just add all kinds of things that were there because you've got something going now in the background.
Have you had like your head looked at, like by, you know, are they scanning it or anything, Anthony?
Well, I think that they did when they took him to the hospital.
Did they? Okay. He's feeling better. Oh, we worked in the shop for the first time. Okay, good deal.
Yeah, just remember, don't overdo it, and keep yourself hydrated.
Okay, he did have an MRI. Very good.
Yeah, I knew that he had something. All right, so that's what you can do with this. This is the beginning of something. It's not the end all be all. It's the beginning of something, and you can just come in and you can do all kinds of things inside of here to make this work and do what you want it to do.
Yes. So all the line work stuff that she did there was done. That's
With
all
brush.
brush work.
And the
Kiritaki watercolors.
granulated watercolor.
That's right. They are
Which
granulated.
they don't granulate
on everything.
on
There's
the copy paper.
That's right.
Because remember, I also did
Look
this.
at all this information we're giving
And,
y'all. Tips and tricks, y'all.
You can see, I don't know, maybe a little bit. But the problem with the copy paper, and this is cheap copy paper, this is not the fancy copy paper, is that it sucks it up immediately.
So it doesn't have a chance to.
It doesn't have a chance to, granulate out.
Watercolor paper is formulated for watercoloring and to create different situations such as
Thank you. Yes. and
granulation.
We should do that. All right.
I need water and I forgot to bring up water.
Well, my water glass is sort of clean.
I don't want that.
Okay.
But I love you. Thank you.
I know.
That's very kind of you to share with me.
Izzy drinks out of my water glass
She has
all
no
the
problem,
time.
but she's gross too.
She is. All right. So now here's another thing that I've been working on. I'm going on layer
She's been working
4
hard
or
at this thing.
5 on, my texture gesso.
This thing's so trippy.
Because if it starts getting slicky
Mhm.
and waxed over, I know it's time for another coat. Here's the bummer. Every time you do that, you're scooting around some of your pencil work. And then you have to come back in and reestablish your areas of white
To
and your
define-
areas of dark,
yeah.
because they kind of just get mixed together.
It blurs the edges.
It blurs the edges considerably. And you can see places where
It is very steampunky.
it's still kind of fuzzy, and I haven't come back in and firmed those up. But what is really fun about this is every time I come back in, I'm discovering some areas. Okay, let's make this one go into this one, so that there seems to be a visual relationship as well as an emotional one. And so we've got this one pouring down here.
She's building her machine, y'all.
I'm building my machine, and you can see this one here's puking out some stuff. And that could be because it's been screwed here.
Yeah.
And then this one over here is the flute, and it's just putting some
Yeah.
effluge into the system here. And it comes over here, and you can kind of see the drainage systems here, over here. And then you come up here, and then here's a giant pipe. And we don't know whether this pipe is coming in or going out, and that's
Yeah,
on
is it bringing in all of the
Is it
clouds, or is it
bringing
pushing it out?
or is it pushing it out? You could make a case for, depending on which part of the drawing you start on, you could make a case for either one. Remember, this was the pickup that I had.
Oh, see, Eddie says call it the swamp cleaner. So he thinks it's sucking things up and cleaning
Sucking things up. I love how it looks it looks totally different.
It really does. It has more depth actually in the video screen just because of how it highlights with the lighting.
Interesting. But you can see my layer of clouds up here, because a lot of times I'm doing this kind of stuff when I'm watching weather. I watch weather when I get frustrated with watching politics. But that's, and I wanted it to have, and this is where Cherie's influence, the positive and negative thing, that's really been on my brain a lot. So you don't know really sometimes if the space, is this a space that's on top or is it underneath?
Yeah.
And I like that sort of
push and pull.
Push and pull push and pull. And then, you know, you don't know if is this peeling off and coming around here? Is this behind this, or is it in front of? Some places it looks behind, other places it looks in front. And I think that kind of questioning makes you look at artwork longer. And then if you can get that kind of thing going on in your artwork.
Well, and engage with it and give it the story that you want. Like, you know, Arty says, you know, that it was clean in the swamp. I like that. So he's taken a very positive
view.
Optimistic view to it.
Yeah.
And then Handy Scanty says that it looks like a Frank Zappa album cover.
Well, we'll see if we can get Frank to buy it.
Is he alive?
Still with us?
I was going to say,
no,
I think his kids are around.
Yeah. Moon Zappa.
Yeah, and I think
her name was Moon.
Yeah.
Okay, now I've been working on these, y'all. Now I have not.
Oh, okay, here we got a question. Joanne asks, if I applied too much white gesso on my collage, I applied clear texture gesso and it dried for 24 hours. What is the best medium to bring back color? Well, you just gotta lay it down, girl. Like once you've covered it up, it's covered up.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's pretty much a done
That's
deal.
why the clear texture gesso is really such a nice thing, because if you want to hold what is underneath, that's the way to do it.
Yes. And also, I mean, this doesn't work very well on watercolor.
Hello, Sandy.
It will smear the watercolor if you brush it. But if you do give it a spray with the cast stuff, you can gently apply the texture, clear texture gesso. Just don't do a lot of vigorous brushing.
Right.
Use an extremely soft brush.
Hello, Patty.
And just lay it down and don't mess with it.
Yeah.
That's my read on that. Okay, I'm going to mess with this on the outside today, maybe. I don't know. It depends on what I get to. I haven't done anything to this because I haven't really decided if I want to color pencil it.
And it has been requested to make these in a bigger size. Maybe like for postcard size.
Yeah. Well, the eyes would certainly show up better. The bitty eyes.
Yeah, we can make them. We could thicken them up then too.
Hey, Darcy, check it out. See, you never know when you're going to be instrumental to another person's. And I just like this flower so much, I'm not willing to mess up the background.
Yeah.
Okay, because I did mess up the background on this one, and I had to come in and talk about that.
Yeah, you went a little like just blue.
Yeah, it's just
it's blue.
Blue. Okay, remember I did the background on this, and now I did the flowers, and I kind of think I'm done. I think that's a good one.
Oh, she's trying to figure out which is the best thing to use next to, you know, to reclaim, I guess, or, you know.
Well, if you don't like it, cover it up.
But yeah.
If you know what you want to do and you still want to use some of your background, your colors that you've got there, use clear. There you go.
Well, no, but she was saying, like, if she wanted to do markers, or, I mean, now that it's basically, you know, a clean
slate.
Yeah, fresh slate for you. You know, whatever you want to do.
Absolutely, whatever you want to do. Okay, now I'm going to try something on this, because I do like part of it. Part of it, I think the flowers need something, but I think these look stunning.
I love that.
Okay, I'll put that over there. I really love this, and again, I'm thinking about using some colored pencil in here because it's so tiny. That I just don't trust myself to get in there with it. I have a tiny brush, but not that tiny.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my ode to Darcy.
Bring it down just a little bit. There you go. And towards you. That's to me. Towards you. There you go. I need a chart that says, you know, so this is up, this is down. Towards you, towards me.
You just needed to say that.
Yeah.
But look at this. I'm not as good. I looked at Darcy's lines again, and I thought hers were a lot better than mine.
Well, she's been doing it. She's got a more
But I do
committed.
want you to see that flower and notice how absolutely stunning that flower is. I don't know. The leaves are, yeah, okay. But I thought the flower was absolutely out of this world. We're going to do something with this.
I love this. But yes, you're right. It needs.
I kept it, and I really wanted it because you see the line here that I put in? Okay, so the reason is this over here is fighting for attention. I've got this over here, so I'm kind of pulling it that way, but it's not quite enough. But we're going to take this and we're going to do some stuff with that.
Blew it up.
I think this is wonderful.
We love this.
I love this too.
You
but I'm
do
going
love-
to do some stamping on this.
I mean, I got
today.
things hanging in my bathroom years
What?
ago. Look, just this is your start to a lot of things.
It is my start to a lot of things. Why did you say that?
I'm just saying that, like, this is, if anybody wanted to come along and be like, I have a question whether this was a Patricia Carmichael piece of art, I would say yes, this is most definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think this was her start to something. I don't think it was the finished product.
No, and a lot of my stuff back in the day that I did because I didn't have stamps
And other things you didn't
and
know.
other things, and I
But
didn't know about those things.
She framed step one.
and so I had to just come in and
Hey,
and do
Vinny.
this kind of
Hi,
thing
Diane.
here, and just find things that were going on.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, I love this over here. Isn't this great?
So this is what
And
to do
sometimes-
after you watercolor.
Yeah, sometimes you just there's just a little something. Look at that cute little booger there,
Mm-hmm.
and you just go through and you just make fun little things, and then you come in and you probably are going to need to do something else to it once you get to the point, but you don't worry about it when you're going through. You're just making little areas that you're going to be able to then put some other stuff inside of.
And I like that you started out kind of showing you the different. So you had the piece that has just the brush strokes, and then say, okay, well, you can come back over that with some different type of pen work. Then you have a more, it was basically just a kind of just watercolory background, like that you did then the pencil work over. And then we've shown how you can do stamps. You can start with the stamp or come back in afterwards and stamp. You can start with the watercolor and then come back in with just some pen work.
Some of my really complicated, and we would show you those, but they're all framed, and we've
It's hard to get them in the picture.
tried using the framed, and it's very difficult to photograph them.
And I had them all photographed at one point in time. Sorry, I keep staying up too late. Apologies. Yeah, we had them all photographed, and then we lost them on a laptop because my brother's a jerk.
Is that what happened?
Basically, and I told him not to.
Well, now I'm really mad at him.
Yeah, I know.
I was kind of just a little bit mad at him, but now I'm really mad at him.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. Or maybe I did know it and I just forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We still have them on the wall, but
Oh, and the swap partners will be announced later tonight. So if you signed up for a swap partner over there in Makers, your partner will be announced later on. And Karen McCoy will be, that's Slap and Paint on Paper there in the chat. She will be on at 6 p.m. Central Time for more watercolor fun. Well, she's doing all kinds of things, but watercolor's at the center of it. I had such a great time hanging out with y'all yesterday. I was real sad that I missed you the night before. Crystal and Bernadette were over there. And that is just extra fun.
I don't know who that is.
That's her friends. Her, like, in real life friends. We're in her studio doing things. Being on.
I'm making some portraits here. You see that? There's a portrait. There's a portrait. And there's a portrait. And I don't know, that might be a duck portrait there. Sitting on a nest.
So if you have, like, podcasts you're listening to, this is the perfect thing to, like, do while listening to something.
Absolutely is. It really honestly is.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I don't know. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. I don't think everyone does. Mariah doesn't really like doing this.
There was a time when I did like doing stuff.
Oh, here's
like
a
that.
very angry man. See that? With a very large nose.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what that is. We won't go into that right here. I always end up with one of those in every drawing I've ever done. that in VJs.
Yes, for JJ's. Becky says that she has been inspired to bust out her watercolor. She's gonna play later this week.
I'm telling you, I think I think everybody just gets into this thing that they think that, well, if I can't watercolor like, you know, that person that I watched watercoloring, well, I'm just not going to do it. And that is such a shame because watercolors are exactly what you decide that they need to be.
That's what's been kind of cool is seeing, you know, how Karen's been watercoloring. I think Eddie, did you put out a video, Eddie? Did I feel like I see it? Put your link in your. I'm pretty sure Eddie did some videos.
I need to get these out of here though.
But it's cool that, you know, in this short period of time during, you know, because it's watercolor, you know, World Watercolor Month or whatever. I've seen a lot of different videos coming out. So you get to see in a concentrated time various channels and creators doing different things with perhaps some of the same type of mediums, whether it be watercolor or, you know, and all, you know, whatever. Mixed media.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some water. See, I'm taking those stupid antibiotics, and the taste in my mouth is just so, ugh.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'll be right back. She's going to
I have to be near death before I take antibiotics.
I know. Well, my tooth, and it feels like it's really close to my brain, so I don't want to mess around with that.
This is very true. Okay, so I've got these on this side painted on the dark thing. And remember in the sketchbook when I showed you, you know, about those? Those are very cool. Oh, and did I show you what I did? I didn't show you what I did with my little... Let me, before I start getting water in this stuff. Okay. Okay, so what I did here is I went through and I outlined each one with one of those pins, one of those white pins. Then I did some little whoop-de-doo swirlies there. And then I came back and did a red dot in the middle of the white flowers and a yellow dot in the midst of the purple flowers. Hold that up so. To wait until I see I've got in the right place over here. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. Alrighty, so that's what I did. And I think, and I don't know if, Mariah, did you see what I did?
Let me see. Oh.
I know, it's very cute.
Oh, I like it.
You don't like it.
I do like it.
She likes it. It's kind of,
Hello, Barb. I got the Barbs representing today.
Alrighty. Now, I do have some relatively clean water here that I can go ahead and put in.
It's relatively clean. Don't suck sir to the bottom. See, that's where you mess up.
Yeah, I'll try not to get anything down at the bottom. Because I may have washed out a brush or two in there. But I'll let Mariah.
You want me to go?
Yeah, the problem with
you
these...
are being such a bad brush owner.
I know, I am being a very bad. Now, these are not my good watercolor brushes. They're mine. But if you can just put those in a different jar, bring me... I'll wash them out later. They need soap. Because they've had acrylic paint. Okay, so let's just get back into it here. These out here so I don't forget to put those back in my thing. That's not the brush I want. This is why I have this whole caddy of brushes out here. So I get to pick the right one for the right job. And what I want is I want one that is big and fat but has a sharp end on it. So I'm being very selective about what I want here. And I don't know where that brush is that I gave to Mariah to use the other day, because that would be perfect. I don't know, that'll have to work. Okay, this will probably work. that one out here also to get into the little spots. All right, so basically, remember our color wheel.
Here.
Thank you. Appreciate that very much. You want to, I want this to be less, have less oomph here. So I'm going to use blue as my color here to counteract that. And I want to make sure that I'm not using my electric blue there.
Hello, Paula. Welcome.
Okay, that's probably way too much.
I was gonna say, ooh. But one nice thing about the watercolors, you can kind of move it around.
You can kind of move it around, but do you see what's happening here? The areas where I didn't have any color are suddenly becoming blue, but the areas where I had the
Red
are
becoming purple. Color wheel, y'all. Color wheel.
Are sort of getting
Purple.
Well, it's not necessarily even purple. It's kind of brown. They're browning out, but not totally. And that's what's lovely about your transparent watercolors. You have that option. And I'm just kind of trying to poke it in there. You know, right up next to the line that I've got going there. Look at that. Now, if I think that maybe that is just a bit too strong, then I can come in and kind of take some of it away.
So, you know, it was interesting that the other day when I was watching Karen, she was talking about how she's like, she has a better understanding of what colors are going to do with the watercolor. And I don't know if you saw my comment in the chat or not, but I was like, I needed to mention that to P because this is actually something we have mentioned before, since the way back times. But it is interesting switching between gel printing and watercolor. Because just like what P was talking about a minute ago, that watercolor typically, now if you have gouache or one of those other weird ones, not weird, but you know, they're not necessarily, you know, watercolor in a traditional sense. Or what we, you know,
I need my little thing up here.
Usually talk about. Because gouache is a little bit of a different thing. Because it's more opaque. Like that little purple one in the corner over there, that's more gouache-like. And I don't think it's, you know, traditional watercolor in that sense. But is that they're transparent. This is one of the reasons I think that, and P always said that once she understood that using transparent paints in acrylic, in gel printing, was more like what watercolor, and also her experience in doing batiking, understanding dye. Because those are going to be similar. That's transferable color information.
Transferable color information. Excellent way to put it. Now, did you see how I sucked that up? You can't do that if you wait for 15 minutes, okay? You got to get on it.
Rhonda wouldn't know if the flower was embossed. No, it is not. That's just, you know, keeping inside the lines or outside of them, in or out. You're going to hokey pokey.
I am.
Hello, Glenda.
Okay, so I'm kind of, you know, irked about this right here, and I should not do this.
But she's doing it.
Next to that leaf there. Because I feel like that leaf kind of got lost.
Yeah. Could you blend that out a little bit? There you go. Thank you.
Now that's going to create a halo there, but I don't really care.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Leave it alone.
Okay.
Takes 2 people to watercolor, y'all.
Yeah, it does. I just got hit over the head. Okay, there it is. Now looking in the monitor, I may come back in and do a more dominant line on the opposite side to match that up with that one just a little bit to kind of balance it out. But right now, I'm just going to leave it alone because there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and it needs to dry.
Ocean around out there.
Before, especially start bringing like pen work in.
It needs to go flat.
People are very impressed.
Okay.
They like that one.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, now we're going to do something different on this one.
I'm not going to bring that up though, because we're.
What?
So Karen's doing a couple of series, I think, or I don't know if all month long. She's like, is about trust the process. We're not like that over here, because I feel like there are certain things that, yes, like, you know, do what you want to do, but I think in the trust the process, to me, it's going to be like, but you still need to have some understanding of the basics and things that are happening. You know, once again, like saying, all right, when you want to transfer color information across mediums, understand that transparency is the thing that is going to ultimately be able for you to make the connection in creating this in a similar situation. Because if you were trying to apply the same color knowledge that you have when you're using opaque paints, you're not gonna feel the same success.
No, you are not. And that probably is the single most important thing that I can tell you as a watercolor artist. Okay, now do you see what happened here when I came back in with the white pen? I left the other so that you could see the difference there. I'm making one side. I'm defining my light source.
Oh, I see.
And I think it just makes all the difference in the world. As far as, you know, getting that across. But you couldn't have this unless you had this.
Yeah.
Okay, I did that.
I think that, and I'm very much enjoying your exploration of the white markers, because she kind of poo-pooed on them for a long time, much like she does with a lot of things. But I'm always like, just give her time; she'll figure out what when
she'll come around.
She'll come around. It's fine.
Just best not to put pressure on me to do so.
That's right. Just keep leaving them out.
And I have been keeping them flat.
And notice when she likes something, it then becomes like a.
Yeah.
It has a spot over there.
It has a spot over here. All right, now circles. I made some more circles because I didn't think 4 was going to be enough, because I'm a lot more prolific than Mariah is.
I spend a little more time.
Yeah, I'm going to whiz through these. Now, Mariah, what I would like from you is I would like you to fetch something out for me that we haven't used yet.
Oh.
You know?
Okay.
From our stamp collection. Because I think that's really important, because I'm trying to hit on something that you might already have.
Right. I like that.
And
can you show, while I'm looking here, they need to be little stamps.
No, I want like the whole big one.
Oh, kind of like how I was doing.
Either the shaped ones, or maybe a flower that would fit on here.
Okay.
And even if it doesn't like all fit on here, I've got some things to show you.
Okay, cool. I like this idea. Will you show them the box of the markers, the white pens and markers?
Oh, sure.
Because it's a nice little mixed set. And I think you can find it on
it's Henny Hui. But see down here,
I don't have an affiliate link.
It shows you the different things that you get. And I love these little things to make dots because they kind of do that little annular thing where, you know, when you pick it up and it leaves a little mark out in the middle. But I really like these. My only complaint about them is I like them so much that I use them up really quick. And I'm very hard on them. So, you know, my suggestion is these really fine ones, buy 2 of those because you're going to use those up. I like the sturdy point better than the little pin pointy thing. The pin pointy thing, I think I've already messed it up.
You mangled it.
Mangled it. I'm not sure if it's redeemable or not, but I'm giving it a chance before I toss it. I put it back in here and leave them this way. Because that way the tip stays moist. I think. I don't know. Do you think that's...
It's a feeling.
Yeah. That.
It's not proven science.
Not proven science.
Okay, this is all the flowers. But if you want to use something a little bit more geometric, these 3 just came out in July. Otherwise, I think you should just dig around in flowers here and have at it. Because I don't think you can go wrong.
Oh, I agree with you.
You know, and if...
Let me get my sturdy piece of cardboard here.
So do some geometric.
Okay.
This is the new...
And then we can do that, and that will just stamp across there, knowing full well to begin with that it's, you know, it's just going to be that.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to have Mariah. Oh, crap.
Oh, you know what would be cool?
Okay, I got to move this, and I can't put the lid down because I put water in the top, which is really...
Here, I'm going to move that over there. Then that way you're not... I move things over that way.
Okay. All right, so I'm liking these a lot. Now I want to use my plain black, and I'm gonna have to uncover that, so just give me a minute. Because what I'm gonna do with these is gonna be kind of different than what Mariah does.
Well, that's good, because I did what I do yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. God dang it.
Okay.
I'll need to come up with a better storage system, but...
Well, it's called the ink pads are supposed to be over here, but...
Oh, that's not the right... I know I've got... Don't I have black over here on my side somewhere?
You should.
Manganese. Aha. Jet black. Boy, I don't have very much.
I think I have another one downstairs.
Okay, well, I think we're good.
And I also have the stays on. But it's downstairs.
All right, this is... Oh, Ranger Rick.
Archival. You do want to make sure that if you're doing your mixed media business with the stamping, you want to make sure it's an archival, like either it stays on or the, you know, archival stuff, because it's gonna set.
Because we're gonna come in with some other stuff, and
something's flying around here. I don't know if it's a gnat. I think it is. All right, and welcome everybody that has come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't. We are missing some, please and thank you. This is the time to do it because we are live. You know how we know we're live? Well, we can chat with you here in the chat. If you're able to type into the chat, then you're live. Otherwise, you'll have access to the comments down below. We would still love for you to go ahead and give that thumbsy upsies. If you're new here, please subscribe, like it, love it, and watch some more of it. And then while you're hitting that like button, you have an option to hype it. Please do. We don't know what it does, but we're very curious. And then while you're doing all those things, leave some comments down below and tell us, you know, who's it, what's it, whatever. Ask questions. Tell us about your day.
absolutely.
Hello, Bobby. Did I already say hello? I feel like Bobby popped in
now
there.
I'm just taking the top of this and I'm putting it on here like this because I want that little
Hey, Jeanette.
pointy hooty do.
Did I say hello, Sophia? Hello, Sophia. There you go. Now, remember, this is watercolor paper she is stamping on. Not exactly the most ideal, probably.
No, probably not.
It's more bumpy, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to try that again on the other side. It's all right because we just turned it over.
Also, with the foam stamps, if you wash them, keep in mind okay, either way, you're going to have to prime them again. Get the ink in there. Now, if you let the ink sit in there, I think it takes less priming. Because it more or less just activates the ink that's already there. Again, theories, not necessarily.
Are you set up to do
Wine?
wine?
Of course, always. I'm on ready.
Because I think that this would be lovely wad.
Just clear.
Yes, or black. All right, now let's go ahead. I want to use that one, but I saw something else here.
Where'd my piece of paper go? I don't know where my piece of paper went. That's annoying. I don't know if this is ideal paper to be doing it on. But...
Okay, now this one's gonna fit right in the middle of the.
Well, and I don't know. Here's the other thing about wine this stuff, and especially like on a watercolor paper. I mean, it's sitting on there pretty nice, but you got to move quickly.
Now, can you just set those aside and get ready to do the next one?
Kind of.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it dries now that it's got the stuff on it, right?
Well, I feel like it blows around.
Oh.
Okay. Again, these are feelings, not set in stone. Provable things. At this moment, it hasn't been fully documented. You know what I mean?
All right, we'll just leave that one because Mariah's she's not ready to commit to that.
Yeah, but that's going to be really cool. All right, it's hot. So just grab it from the edge. It's all just hot.
It's hot. Okay, you think is this still have enough hoopty-doo on it?
Probably. I mean, you do stamp pretty heavily.
I do. Look at that. Now we're going to watercolor that, but we're going to do a bunch of these so we've got them all. Because remember, I think it's really important that you set up your...
It's a process.
So that you can be very efficient.
Batch them, y'all. Batching.
Batch them. And I always turn them over and look, because if I can see a little bit of my ink on my pad, a little slicky business there, like, see, you can see the difference between this one and this one. You know that that's been inked.
Ooh, that's nice.
See that nice glossy edge there? And what's really cool is when you get ready to do those and I swear I can manage to get ink on me. I don't know where it comes from. It is absolutely a freaking mystery.
Well, it's not really a mystery, but it is, you know, one of those things where it's like, it's pretty amazing that you were consistently doing it.
I can do it better than anybody. Okay, now I'm going to just talk to you a little bit. Boy, this is going to have, the only thing it's going to cut off are the little points on the hoodie.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to do it. What?
I'll tell you here in just a second. That is so true. Diane Olson, she says, watching P stamp and Carrie are two different experiences. If there was a chart, there would be like, are you between, you're either, you know, between Carrie and P. Like, I'm somewhere in the middle, I
Look
think.
at that. Look at that placement.
That was mighty fun.
I like this little jobber a lot. I don't know who made this, but they did a fantastic job.
That would be Sophia. That's one of her new set from the hexagonal geometric sets that she's got going on. There will be more in the future.
Look at this. I've got, look at. Uh-oh. Dadgum tape.
You got interesting things going on there. I try not to ask questions because I get in trouble.
My roach clip here is falling off. Okay, so we did that one, we did that one, we did that one. Let's do this one.
I don't think that's the medical term. For what
Hemostat.
there we go. This is clear. Black ink, clear embossing powder, because it's just, you know, you might as well. And what's not, here's the thing. So if you're using the clear embossing powder on it, then if any of the powder gets a little messy, you don't see it as much. Like, I mean, maybe with the watercoloring it might show up, but we'll see. That's one thing I think is, like, you know, if you're sort of, you know, new at this, best to buy different ink colors and then just get the clear embossing powder. And then that way you still get the variety, and then it's not like as noticeable if you're not getting all of the powder off. It's kind of a feeling.
Making a big mess of these. Mariah's gonna have to come back and realign them because they're not all.
Oh, what the flowers? No, they just float around in there. There's no.
Okay, I love this. I love this, and it's gonna go off the page, but we're okay with that. My golly, most of it's gonna be on.
Well, I will tell you this. At PM Artist Studio, one of the kind of more popular sizes is about a 3-inch. So when we say that they're 3 inches, and see, this is a 3-inch circle, that's why these are working out quite nicely, y'all.
Look at the excellent detail that I managed to achieve with my excellent stamping. You all were dissing me because you.
No, we are just observationing.
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 I'm feeling a little judged.
And then Sue says that there were a lot of those hemostat things that were lost in the 60s and 70s.
Well, I lost mine for a while, but then I found it again. Over there.
Over there.
In a box.
Was with different stuff.
So, yeah, that's, I did have to clean them up. They were kind of messy. It was kind of messy. Now, see, I nicked that one off. Something else.
See, they love the way you got a fan club on your stamping.
Whoa. Oh, man, look at that, Mariah.
Well, oh, that's going to be super nice.
Woo!
Yeah, I thought.
Warm the cockles of my heart.
At the very least, your fingertips.
Yeah, that.
Everyone needs a... I was going to say, you know, because we always say like the tape, you know, which is remember. Everybody needs a helper.
Everybody does.
Y'all deserve helpers in your life. I'm just saying. I know not everybody has somebody in their studio doing
Okay, here's my dead flower. It's just going to have to be a dead flower without its leaves.
Whew. That right there is some business.
Oh my gosh, patent leather.
Yeah. Ooh. Jaynette, you will be proud of my... Okay. Oh, dead flower on it. Yes.
Y'all, is this not just the funnest thing ever?
I know it's not the most like, oh my God, that is, I've never seen that before, but paste stamping ability is something to
It's
behold.
absolutely stellar. I decided I'm not using that because I don't have to.
Okay.
I thought I'd run out of, look at that. I mean, is that not adorable?
Adorbs. Well, I love that we're showcasing all these different ones, and it's been a little bit since you've seen some of them.
Oh gosh, yeah. All right, now where was that other little booger I had lined up there?
You know, and if you are new here, these are all stamps that are sold at PamArtistStudio.com. Designed by our various designers, some in-house, some here in the chat, you know. You want to say designer here, we love to see that in the chat. Whew. All right, how many more you got?
One more.
All right.
Besides that one.
I figured we were getting towards the...
Okay, this is the one that has a little bit of a flattened bottom here because I was a little
extra with it.
Yeah, that. I'll just use this smaller stamp, then I can come in and make the circle smaller at a later date.
I don't know what you're talking about, but...
Slight smudge, not too bad. Look at that.
All right. Well, Lizette, when do you head out? I mean, I know you were talking about it, but I don't... Oh, the little edge. I see what you're saying. It's kind of like the 10.
Well, you know, that's... I those punchy things, I have a hate-love relationship with them anyway.
Diane.
I can never get them lined up where they're supposed to go.
Diane says, it's okay. Some of us have flat bottoms.
And some of us wish our bottoms were flatter.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to fetch that other one out of there some other
time. All right. I'm very excited about this and what you're going to do. and how beautiful this is going to be. I think you could just splatter stuff like colors on there, and then it would be like, look at that amazing work I just did.
But you know that that's not what's going to happen.
But I want the folks at home to understand that seriously,
It
could be that simple. Don't
could be that simple.
do not overthink this. It should just be fun. You should stamp and put color on it.
All right, I'm going to just start with this one, just simply because I think it's going to be fun to do.
Okay. Now, y'all let me know if I should move in the camera, but once again, I like to see the palette and sort of how she's working, but, you know, y'all let me know.
The reason I absolutely adore doing this process here is simply because you can really, it's really hard to not do a good job because you've got your lines that are, now if they're really skinny lines, like on maybe dead flower, you might have to be a little bit more careful.
Zal, you go, girl.
What?
Zal says, not me. My bottom is pretty good. I'm still doing squats. She's keeping it. She's holding tight, basically.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start doing that Tai Chi for old people.
Do you keep getting those commercials? Well, now we're all going to really keep getting them. Thank you for that.
Do we? Do you get them?
Sometimes. They're just so obviously like AI weird, and I don't care for that.
And then that other one about incontinence.
I don't have that one.
And that one is...
that one's a little more age specific. I'm not there yet.
Oh, look at that. That's just... Come on now. That's just some mighty fine stuff there.
That is some mighty fine stuff.
Okay, so you let the in-between layers... You move on. Now, we're not necessarily techniquing anything here. Although I will get out here in the middle.
Okay.
Eventually. And we can technique some stuff. But this is something that you do when you're, watching the Weather Channel.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be paying attention. You can just do it.
Now, may I make a request on at least one of these? Will you, just not paint in the lines and just be free and just be blobby and spattery? It's just a request.
Let's see what we have here. This is going to lend itself to spattery.
Well, it doesn't have to be spattery, but more just puddly. You playing in your puddles. Just puddly. But not being exact about, coloring it in. I'm actually kind of surprised that that was your, right out of the...
Well, I just thought it was best to honor the design, Mariah.
I think you're doing a fabulous job. No matter what you do, we appreciate you.
Thank you. All right, now we'll puddle here.
Okay.
I'm not worried about those silly little things out there.
Get them later. Come back in with that white marker if you want to get them back.
Come back in and make that all whatever. All right, what do I want here? We'll get some of this messed up pink here.
Yeah.
It's had other things added to it.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep turning your whatever it is that you're painting, trying to get into the you want to get into the corners, because we want to say, okay, this flower is going back into space.
And what's nice here is that because we did wall these, you got bumpers.
You got bumpers.
Oh, yes.
All right, now I'm going to change brushes here.
Feeling very Dr. Seussy about this.
Feeling Susie?
Feeling Seussy. Says me.
Okay.
Pull up to my
I don't know what I did with my brush that I handed you the other day that, you know, had the thing, the pointy thing down in it. I've lost that brush.
Oh, well, I gave it back to you. It's even on camera that I gave it back to you.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll just have to go with something like this.
Okay. Did you put them on the cart?
I don't know. May have.
Maybe.
Okay, I don't want any white showing out there on that edge because I want that to go back in space.
Yeah, you want to, like, the top would be more bubbled up, and then those would be, like, tucked in, and so there'd be more shadow than there would be.
Yes.
Anything
All right,
else.
now let's do the same thing with this one. And this one's even going to be easier to do that with because you've got a lot more
Open space.
open space in the center of this one. Okay. All right, let's use purple.
Yes. I love that purple. Ooh, see, that was fun.
Now, see, what's kind of cool is those little dotty things out there.
They're rejecting or pushing. They hold the line. There's a lot of water in there.
A lot of water in there.
Did you mention which watercolors you're using? You probably did, but...
These are the same ones I was using from the other day.
So the Daniel Smith one. And then the one purple. But I think it is Daniel Smith. The opaque purple.
Yeah, they are. All right, now this one, we're going to define using the negative space. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, I need more water than that. I'm keeping my water out away from where I want it to be, you know, watery.
It's really technical over here, y'all.
Yeah.
Anthony goes to a gentle yoga class once a week.
Bless your heart.
He tried a core strengthening class for a while, but it sent his back into spasms.
Because I don't know what color. I think that these little flowers are white in nature. Christy?
Is Christy here? I don't know if Christy's here. This is the, oh, let me look.
Bear flowers.
Bear flowers. Yes. I'll look it up. Let's see an actual photograph. Let's see. Oh, I was like, where's my keyboard? I put it over here. I don't like to get that embossing powder near the keyboard.
Yeah, that could be some serious bad stuff.
Exactly.
All right, it didn't pull out to the edge here. So I'm just going to help it a little bit, but I don't want, I still want to leave the watercolory effect of it. Okay.
Alaska Boykinia bear flower. Yeah, it's kind of white with pinkish.
Creamy. What about the little phallic shape?
The phallic shape part of it.
I think it's kind of like brown.
I really
don't know that.
Seeing that in here.
It's kind of coney.
Coney.
Okay, now when you're doing your flowers, you want most of your dark color to saturate and come from the middle. So I try to paint the outside edges. And then come in with, be careful here. I'm going to use this kind of butterscotch color here.
I don't know. Didn't really see a photo of it looking exactly like that, you know?
Okay, now before this dries, I'm going to come back in with this kind of burnt sienna. Yes. It says quinacridone burnt orange. And just hit the edge of that so it sucks in a little bit. And I hope am I in frame?
Yeah, yeah, you're doing well. Eddie would like us to know that that phallic part of the bear grass is green. See, I was looking up bear flower. That's why. See, if you look up the right thing, it's green. It's green.
Green is my favorite color.
We should have stamped it in green. Well, you can color it in. Because it leaves...
Yeah, I'm going to color it in right now. Probably shouldn't because it's still wet there, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, see, that's way better. Yeah, when you put in the right thing, you get the right pictures. I was like, it just doesn't quite look right.
All right, so the light green is going to be up there at the top, right? The dark green is going to be down there. And I'm going to go ahead and go with this really kind of... Eddie, is it like froggy?
It's minty.
It's minty?
It's minty.
Oh, bullshit.
Look. Well, if you weren't going to believe me, then, like, why are we having this conversation?
Exactly. I don't know.
Do what you want to do,
This
lady.
is a trick question.
This is the bear grass according to P. I would say that, like, once it starts to bloom out, it's actually more like kind of a white color. Because that's, I think, what the blooms come off of is the little... Yeah. It's kind of like a cone, you know, that buds out.
Well, am I good in the ballpark here?
Yeah. I would say at that stage of the bear grass, that is true. According to the Google images. I'm just, you know. Hey, Firehorse.
I guess we could go. Well, we're not going to go over those flowers right now. Okay, here we go.
And welcome to everybody that has come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back.
This is absolutely a black-eyed Susan.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay?
Legit.
Legit. So, I'm going to come in here with some water on the edge. I'm trying to get enough. I'll tell you what, this darn...
Hey, Shauna.
I think that these are the good watercolor paper, and they're a little bit more absorbent than my cheap hippie crafter stuff. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do here, because I want these to be really dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
And this color, when it hits that water, do you see what it's doing?
It goes.
And when it doesn't hit any water, it just sits there like a
like it's on paper.
Bump on a lump on a log.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to keep coming back in with your water. If it's not dispersing as you would like it to.
Yeah, and depending on the type of watercolor paper you're stamping onto, that's gonna
has much to do.
Dude, your little your little thing.
My what?
Your little thing keeps popping off.
What thing?
Needs to be redesigned. Your tape situation with your
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
God dang.
sorry.
Scaring me.
I know, scaring the people at home. Sorry, y'all.
Ah, there. That's what I want it to do. See how it sucked it down there?
Yes.
Now remember, this is one of those things that it's just best if you try not to get too carried away with coloring everything in. Now I'm coming over to transparent red iron oxide. Yes. But I do really like the way, yeah, okay.
Hello, Julie Parker.
Oh, Julie Parker.
Now, I think that should be darker.
You can always make it darker.
I know that's
you
right.
You can't put hair back on.
That's right. Well, you can.
Now, I don't really think it does.
It's expensive.
Because I think the black on the stamp
does the trick.
Does the trick.
I don't know if that's true. But okay. I guess it is like pollen. Because it does have pollen on the tips of its little...
Yeah.
Yeah. She'll come back to that, I promise.
What? What did you say? Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Shauna said, can I just say, yes, you can, Shauna, and we appreciate it. You just keep saying it, girl. Watched a replay from yesterday and best chat in town. Brad asked me. I thought they sold art stamps. He enjoyed the live. Both of us had a very good time listening. Thank you. No, thank you, Shauna and Brad. She has a Brad.
Oh,
she's not talking about my Brad. She has her own Brad.
How did that work?
Some of us have Brads.
Now, I think that this is just a daisy. So, you know, hybrid daisies anymore come in all kinds of colors. So I think you can be very fanciful with this. That is what I think. Now, again, you know, we're coming in here and I might have to come back through and hit my water again.
I think people can make their flowers whatever color they want to make them.
They can.
And if anybody says anything about it, just be like, well, y'all just haven't been to the places I've been. And that's how you answer that.
There you go. That too.
That too.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to go in here with my other purple And I'm going to add a little.
And Darcy said some of us have mics. That's her husband's name.
I don't know what she's saying.
Patricia had a Scotty, a Carmichael, well, it's DL, and a van. Oh, Glenda has a Bradley David. Well, there you go, Glenda. And see, and I got one of those too. I got one of those too, Karen. He actually has 2 names. Tell him things. Eddie says that the chat doesn't allow for enough for his list. That's not true. You like to say that, but we all know it's not true, Eddie.
His list? What is his list?
He doesn't have a long list.
What's his list?
He's very monogamous. But I like that he's being sassy. Because he's told us otherwise before, so that's how I know.
Okay, now I'm rinsing that off, and I'm going to come back in with my pink, which is really messed up.
It's altered.
I'll try to clean it up a little bit. But, you know, it's probably not going to be. Totally.
Oh, you did find your brush though. There, that is your.
No, this isn't.
Oh, that isn't it.
Another one.
Oh, she has a few.
I don't know where it went to.
Does that one have a number on it? In case people, this does seem to be a very good. If
yes.
Like for this.
It does. This is one of my fancy Russian brushes.
Okay.
6228.
There you go.
6228.
And what's the name of it?
It's
shiny writing. Hard to read.
It's a Jack Richardson.
Oh.
Finest Pure Kolinsky.
There you go.
Remember, it's from a weasel.
Siberian.
So said someone.
We worked that out the other day. Just thought people might want to know. This is a great little brush for this.
I'm really having a great time. I hope y'all know that I'm having a great time.
I had a very good time yesterday when I was doing things. It's a little harder to chat about all this and, you know.
Yeah, it is hard to chat, and I'm leaving my geometrics over here because I'm
got something else for that.
Yeah, I love doing flowers.
Now, y'all remember, if you do want, because lots of these flower designs are from Darcy, but she has the tags that are going out with the orders, and there are still some available. So if you haven't placed your July order,
get after it.
That's right, sending those out with the orders. She did supply us with quite a few. They may go into August, but I don't know. You just never know. There could be a big run on things.
I'm just, you know, I'm just getting this in here, and I'm not terribly concerned, and I didn't even clean my brush, so some of it's going to be. But this little brush fits in there perfectly. But what I love about doing this embossing is you don't have to be all fussy about it, because it kind of it kind of contains it for you.
Yeah, it's not just the Darcy tag. It is a fabulous piece of frameable art, or it's two-sided, so you're gonna have to, you know.
Well, you could.
She does have one. Yeah. Oh, you could. Or just like have it dangle.
You could put it in a little box that had a twisty thing on it.
Mm-hmm. With a tassel. Hang it on a string, she says. Oh, that's just so pretty. I do love that purple. Gotta be careful with this purple, though. It is opaque-ish.
It is.
I mean, if you thin it out, it becomes more transparent, but he struggled with it the other day. She had a moment.
I did. Okay, now once this is dry, what you can come back in, and these ones that are underneath, you can come in with the darker purple and add that so that you get a little nice little bit of depth going on there. So really, I just painted those like house painting. There wasn't a lot of, you know.
Yeah, this is just filling it in.
Filling it in. All right. Look at that.
These are so beautiful.
Moving right along.
You are. Hey, you have 24 minutes.
Right. Okay, so let's use a different color here. And we're going to go ahead and just not worry about the little details right now.
Ooh. Oh, and then are you going to like spray water on her? Are you going to spray water on it?
I don't know, Mariah.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Now,
Yeah, I like how dark. You know, if we stamped this like and did the gold, that'd be pretty fancy.
Would be.
These would make really neat, like little Christmas tags.
Absolutely. Okay, now I'm going to take a piece, and this is tricky. Because sometimes you can push it over into areas you didn't want it to go into.
Mm-hmm.
But that got too dry. But I did get some of my blue up there, which is really great. You can still come back in and wet it and dab at it.
When Shauna uses opaque, she stamps in black, embosses in clear, and paint. The opaque can be wiped off of the embossing powder and
there you go.
Lines your black lines stay crisp.
Absolutely.
There you go. That is good information. Thank you, Shauna.
Yes, absolutely.
You're struggling.
I am struggling with this one. I want to get some of that blue off of there, and it's just not coming.
Mm-mm.
There we go.
It was heavy.
Well, I wanted it to be heavy because I wanted it to go into the recesses.
Yeah. But not that heavy.
Well, I didn't get to it in time.
Ah.
It wasn't wet enough.
What does Darcy always say? That was my phone, not yours. That was Patricia's phone, not yours.
Yeah, I forgot to turn off the
dinger.
The dinger. Okay, now I think you could go around the outside and you could do some more
around the outside.
Fun things around the outside. Look at this one. Isn't this looking cool? Now, when it gets to this stage right here, you can come back in, and out there in the middle, where it looks like it's pretty dry.
Yeah. What are you doing? Are you just dropping water or what?
It's just plain water. Okay, now we'll just put that over there and we'll see if that works.
Okay. Water has been dropped on that one, if y'all didn't.
Water has been dropped on that one.
Okay. What's next?
All right. We haven't done green. Let's do this housey wowsy green. 1, 2, 3. And actually, this green is kind of interesting because it's kind of turquoisey.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do I kind of call this my technique that I used to do when I was doing batiking, because you go over it with a color that everywhere, but then you come back in and the little detaily places you can hit with another color after it dries, and it goes right over the top of it because it is.
There's a cartoonistic person on that I've seen the videos, and he does a similar thing with like just Copic markers or whatever. So he colors it all in one color and then comes back in and does a different color to create like the shadows and things. And some of the areas he'll go over the top of it.
Yeah.
Just pretty cool.
That's a pretty green.
That is a pretty green.
A very pretty green. I like it. Okay. Now, on this one, we're just going to do the outside. Then we'll come back and do the inside later. And again, what's lovely about the embossing.
Oh.
You can go over the top of it and it's okay.
Oh, I like this idea. Very nice.
My thumbprint back over there. It can be artwork by Patricia.
That's
have
right.
A little thumbprint somewhere.
How would we know? Julie Parker's admiring the coneflower. I think that's the Black-Eyed Susan.
That one? Yeah. See, look what it's doing. It's looking very, very, very nice. I'm liking it.
Oh, Trish says this is her favorite so far.
Having a hard time holding this little job.
Yeah. This might be nice, like, if you had them all out on the gel plate.
This is very true. Let's try it.
Yeah. That's what Paula was saying the other day. I remember about the book thing. I've been thinking about that a lot. I'm like, no, really, we should say that more often about how one of the ways that the gel plate comes in kind of handy is that it holds things.
Keeps it in place.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How's that, Patricia?
I love it. I love it.
I really do like this color of green. And I think it is more like teal turquoisey. Whatever, you know.
It's called Phthalo Green Blue shade.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes the YouTube thing yells at me about us being too quiet. It needs more audio.
What needs more audio?
The YouTube stream. It doesn't like it when we're too quiet. It's kind of like, hello? Is anything going on? Hello?
Really? Does it say that?
It says the audio stream's current bit rate is lower. Because it's like, it's not sending an audio you know.
Well, I can't talk and paint.
I know.
We all know that. So.
And I don't always know what to say exactly about the watercoloring.
Oh, I got over into that other one there.
That's okay. We won't take away points.
I won't judge.
But I would like you to get it into the camera frame. That would be super.
Well, I'm working against, I need to grab another.
Just tell us a little story. Oh, I do have something funny to tell y'all here. So, we went to lunch with Brad's mother yesterday. And so on our way back, it was, me and Brad and his mom and Izzy. And so on our way back, we kind of took the route next to like where the school is. And there's these two little boys. This one, he's on his bike or whatever, and the other one's pushing his, but then they're flagging us down.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, and it was hot. One of the boys is hot. And so Brad pulls over, and they're like, we figure out that the one little boy, his chain had popped off of the little motorcycle thing. And, it wasn't going anywhere at that point, so he had to, get somewhere. But then, he said that he'd called his mom, but she only had a car, so she couldn't, haul the motorcycle. And so luckily, Brad's truck, so he loaded up and he even has straps and everything. And so it's a real sweet little boy. And, we actually thought he was younger than he was, because we're like, oh, so do you go to one of the schools around here? He's like, yeah, yes. And he's very, very polite. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes or no, sir, kind of thing, which
That's it.
That's quinacridone, y'all. So, ended up chit-chatting with him about this and that, and then kind of just was like, well, oh, so if you go to he goes to the high school up here, and he's going to be in 10th grade, and we're like, well, if you're looking for some money to maybe fix your motorcycle or whatever, we might have a job for you. And he's like, oh, that'd be super. So he's going to come in on this Friday, and we'll see if it works out with him or whatever. And then his mother was real sweet, and I guess thankful that we brought him home. And then we were chuckling with him in the truck about, it's like, well, luckily we aren't weirdos. Which is just like, I don't know. It's one of those things where.
Yeah, she had to be there.
Well, no, and you tell the kids not to get into cars with strangers, but I guess if you're stranded, and the others he was a little far piece from his house, especially in the heat.
Yeah, I'm kind of a fair weather patriot as far as getting out in this, and doing any kind of.
Well, and I think it helped that we had Izzy and his mom with us, and
well, that's how
they snatch you up and they
that would
trap you in. Yeah, so he may end up coming to work here. He was real excited. And we're excited that maybe a younger kid, because all of our other kids are going off to college and doing other things, and So having a younger kid come by is ideal because that's kind of what the job.
Keep them longer.
Keep them longer. They're a little more excited about the job once they start graduating. They're just kind of like, okay,
yeah,
I might need a more.
I'm pretty much done with this.
Yeah, it's a perfect high school kid job. Yeah, I think so. Alicia, 100%. That's kind of what I was thinking about it too. And like I said, he was a real sweet kid. Very polite. Well, and heck, he was more chatty than like when we were chatting with those one kids at Caleb's thing. I mean, he was very engaging.
I think it's wonderful. Most of them.
Yeah, they don't know what to say to adults, I think.
Oh, I could tell I was totally making them feel uncomfortable.
So you just got to, strike up a conversation with folks and children. This is beautiful. I love these colors together.
Thank you. I think they're wonderful too. And I may come back in and do a little bit more blue work on the...
Yeah. But I don't think you wanted to overwork it. That's one of I think that was one of my biggest struggles with doing, like legit watercolors. Just, I would get frustrated with an area. I would want more color and things on it, but didn't realize, and I just holes in the paper, Just, yeah. Oh, yes, Eveline. She says, this gives me a great idea when working with the private preschoolers where she volunteers. Stamping a simple design and then the kids color with two circle. Yes, exactly. So kids color 2 circle flowers, and then put a stick in between for the garden. Oh, I think that would be fabulous. And if you sealed them up or, laminated them, then you could actually put them outside. Now, I think they might fade a little, but I don't know that would necessarily matter. It'd still be pretty. Hang them up in the window for a while. Figure out which colors are color fast or not. Oh, Trish, it was fabulous hanging out with you. I'm so happy that you came.
Yes, we are.
Hope that y'all come back.
Okay, my water isn't doing...
Oh, for the classroom. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, now, I would come in with a marker and do little alternate things on the little small...
Yeah, because getting in there with the brush is probably...
And especially at this point where I've got a lot of other stuff going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of these areas here where it got really, really dark...
I kind of like it. I think you should leave it alone. She ain't going to leave it alone.
I don't want it quite that dark.
Mm-hmm. I liked it. Very nice. That looks so cool.
Well, thank you. I'm pretty jazzed about it.
Thanks, Sophia. Looky there. I kind of like the dark, but, that was me.
All right, I want to put this over here, and I'm going to try to grab another one that doesn't have quite as long
We got 5 minutes.
long a reach on it.
You got 5 minutes.
There we go. All right. Now we're going to, yeah. Almost had a...
And Avery, if you would, are you a Makers? Or do you go on to Facebook? Some people just don't do Facebook, and that's totally fine. No judgment here, because seriously, I get it. It's a special place to be. If you want to post it over Makers, we'd love to see what the kids get into if you do that. And any of y'all, if you're making circles, show us your circles. Hashtag Makers get around.
Disgusting, Mariah. Okay, now in these areas where it's really, really dark, remember you can come back in and you can spread your color around.
I was that.
You can change it. You can put some water down and you can have some stuff going on down here at your base and having it gradually come up. Let's see, what shall we use? Let's use this other blue.
Ooh. You were heavy with that blue.
That blue is heavy with itself.
It started it.
It did. You just think I'm just blowing
No,
smoke.
I know. I see it. You think you got a little bit on there, and then it's a whole lot more than you thought you were getting.
Now, see, I mean, you know, I don't know that that is like the most interesting thing in the world, but you can see what happens there.
Yes. Oh, and these would be pretty, like, for, you can make ornaments, you know. So many fun things, y'all. You just give them to people. If you do 2.5-inch squares, you could do the little coins that the artist trading coins. We did that once. We didn't care for it because we didn't have punches that were right, and it gave us a lot of.
I got arthritis.
We didn't like it.
So
Some of y'all own the very few that there's a few of y'all out there.
Okay, so you know it would be off even if I. And by the time I got through, it wasn't
Just keep cutting around.
It was more like a quarter.
Yeah, because you just keep circling the drain.
Circling the drain. I am serious. I am very, very serious. That is exactly what happened. I'm loving these blues, this blue with that blue.
Yeah, here, I'll show you. We kept a couple, and then the other ones have gone out. We have not made any ever since. Where is that? Is it in this book? No, these are other people's. And then we'll let y'all go. And then remember, Karen McCoy, Slap and Paint on Paper, will be streaming at 6 p.m. Oh, look, I'm a liar. I am a liar, y'all.
Are you a liar?
We did do more coins. We also complained about it then, too. I just remembered, because I just saw them. Here, I'll show you. But I do think we had a punch, or I had the Cricut cut them out prior to. We didn't have a punch. We did have a punch. We gave punches away, which I was kind of a little dumb as far as sending the. We shouldn't have sent the circles away. But yeah, remember these? Look.
I can't stop what I'm doing right now, Mariah.
She can't stop what she's doing right now.
Because I'm running out of time with my water anyway. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's quite lovely, and it would be even better if we saw the whole thing. This way. There you go. I know. It just doesn't, she just is like, it just doesn't seem like the camera's where it should be.
No, and she never puts it in the same place twice.
That's true. I like to spice it up for her. It's fun playing this game. Where's the camera? Where'd she put it today?
All right. Oh my goodness. This is quite a load. That's a dadgum good one.
I know. Hold that up into the technology.
Okay, now
I can't remember. Okay, what was it that we worked on? There was some special thing, and then these were the pieces that were like left over because I did a thing. This was a lot of me work right here. I mean, it was you work too, but
oh no, come on.
They're in its final state because
it's on there. I know I painted that. I might have painted it and handed it to you, and you glued it down. Now these are mine. Look,
I helped with those too. But yeah, see, those are from the original set. And then we're like, okay, we don't like this format. Those circles are not the same. Y'all can see that, right?
It's not my métier.
Yes.
Unless there's something. Yeah. Well, now I'm real disappointed that my water didn't show up more. I don't know. Maybe it will now.
Karen is streaming later tonight at 6 p.m. over on her channel.
All right, I'm going to use a bigger blob of water.
We gotta go. But this size of circle that P's working on currently is a 3-inch because that's what I have a punch. But I'm just saying that, like, you could apply these same similar things. Obviously, what's kind of nice, though, is, like I said, over at Puma Studio, we have a lot of stamps that are in that 3-inch range. Now, we have smaller ones, too, but it does kind of limit you as far as, like, if you were wanting to create ATC-type situations, they may not be, you won't get the full stamp of the thing, but that may not be a big deal either, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, my Arty friends, that concludes Tuesday. Hopefully we have
tweaked it.
Titillated your tweakingness.
I hope I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about.
I think we covered a lot of things today. I'm kind of proud of the stuff that we did today.
Yeah. Do your swatching before you start.
Yeah, it's
I'll tell you what, I love this undersea green right here. This green right here. Can you see how it
kind of does that granulated thing? It separates out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you back here on Thursday. It will be some thoughting and arting. And then that will be my last day until, you know, a week from Who's It, What's It.
Who's It, What's It.
Now, whether or not P and, well, we'll talk about that more on Thursday. We'll see. All right, guys. We'll see you then. Thanks for hanging. Till then.
Love ya.
Like a
long haul.